Our newest addition in MasterDuel combines splendidly with its favorite weather-related deck, so in this video we'll show their deadly combos. In order to activate Delicious Memory, we'll start by normal summoning a monster, which could be any monster, it doesn't matter. Now that we have a target for Delicious, we'll activate Delicious and use its effect to special summon a level 1 Purrely by discarding the Angler from our hand, and we'll special summon Purrely. This will trigger both Purrely and Angler. Depending on your hand, you can change the order to chain block at least one effect. Purrely will fetch us a Purrely whilst Angler will summon 2 Nimble Beavers to the field. Then we'll use Purrely's effect targeting the Delicious in our grave to exceed summon a Purrely Plump. Next we'll go into our Sprite lines and start by summoning Gigantic Sprite. By using Gigantic's effect we're allowed to special summon a level 2 from deck, and we'll special summon Sprite Blue, locking both players into special summoning level, Link and rank 2s only. Moving on, Blue will fetch us a Jet from our deck, and by specialing the Jet we're allowed to grab Double Cross. Then use the normal summon monster and the Gigantic to link summon Sprite Elf, and use its effect to bring back a level 2 from the grave. Next link off 2 of our level 2 monsters to special summon Sprint, and use its effect to send our second Angler from the deck to the graveyard so it can summon our third Beaver, as for some reason Angler's effect isn't once per turn. With the remaining 2 level 2s, link summon into IP. Then before ending our turn, set both Purrely and Double Cross. This will give us around 5 interruptions, with Double Cross being able to suck up a monster and attach it to Plump. Then if we use Plump's quick effect before triggering Purrely, we can upgrade it into a 5 or 6 material, more possibly shuffling back up to 3 cards. And we still have IP going into Unicorn and possibly a Spring Bounce. Obviously, a similar combo can be performed with the other quick play spells, so let us see how it would play out when using Pretty Memory. Since Pretty doesn't need any additional conditions for it to be activated, we'll just activate it right away and give both players 1000 life points. Then, by discarding the Angler, we'll get to summon Purrely again. Similar as before, chain order should be based on your preference, hand dependent probably, but uninterrupted will fetch us Purrely and allows us to summon 2 Beavers. Next, we'll use Purrely's effect targeting the Pretty Memory to exceed summon a Purrely Beauty. Before going into our Sprite lines with Gigantic Sprite. Quick note, we could have ordered it slightly differently, to save us from Nibiru, namely by summoning Beauty after the Gigantic's effect. Beauty is a level 2 after all. Just something to keep in mind. Moving on, the plays look fairly similar as before, except since we are missing a monster, we cannot end on Sprint plus IP, so we'll settle for just IP alongside Beauty and Elf. So we've seen how to go over our pretty and delicious plays. How would it look like with just Happy and an Angler? Similar as Delicious, Happy needs a condition to be met in order to be allowed to activate. In Happy's case you can just set a spell card, but summoning a monster would also work. Now that we have set a card, we can activate Happy, targeting the set card. By discarding the Angler, we can summon Purrely again. And I think we are still able to remember the lines. Fetch Purrely. Summon 2 Beavers. Do not play around Nibiru and summon Happiness. Summon Gigantic for our Sprite lines. Blue fetches Jet. Jet fetches Double Cross. Link Summon Elf. Which will bring back a monster to summon IP. And don't forget to set our traps before ending our turn. Since we have been heavily utilizing Angler, I decided to give you guys a test hand which does not have an Angler. We will use all cards possible this time around, so no restrictions. I have noticed whilst going over my hands, that you rarely have dead hands. You will almost always have plays, which is fun. Anyway, with this hand we ended on 2 monster negate, a spell/trap negate, a bounce with sprint, and at least 2 shuffles with noir when we use plump and Purrely. Next to that, we also have maxi in our hand, ready to be fired off. So as you can see, a Sprite package can provide the already potent Purrelys with another layer of depth. Then for the deck list. If you want to see a card by card, go check the link in the description. The deck and extra deck is quite tight, but I'll be happy to discuss my choices and possible additions. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you need anything else to watch, let the YouTube algorithm introduce you to some videos that are put on your screen about now. Happy viewing!